So leap market give you a very good platform. First of all, give you the knowledge and understanding what is needed to be prepared to go to list yourself in stock exchange. Why I keep saying that? Because by not allowing retail investor to even consider acquiring shares of those listed in the leap market, you actually take away their rights to consider good company and invest.
Hi everybody, my name is Lindsay.
This is Anthony.
Hope you're all having a beautiful day today. And today we're going to be talking about
LEAP market. And maybe Lindsay, you can tell us a little bit about what is LEAP.
the LEAP market stands for the Leading Entrepreneur Accelerator Platform. It was started in 2017 by the regulators in order for small companies and SMEs to go for a listing.
Yeah, I remember when it was started and a lot of companies were rushing for a LEAP listing.
You're right, especially in 2018 and 2019 there was a mad rush. But by 2020 it had significantly reduced.
Yeah, I think since then people have started to wonder whether they should go for a LEAP listing.
You're right, I think some of the issues were they were worried they would lose their listing status, and there was also the issue of cost.
And today we have a very special guest to talk about this.
We have the esteemed and very clever Datin Wong Muh Rong from Astramina Advisory. She's also the
Chairman for ACFA ACFA. Maybe Muh Rong, you can tell us a little bit about ACFA and also Astramina.
Okay, thank you very much, Lindsay and Anthony. A little bit about Astramina. I'm honestly the founder and I own Astramina. And what we do is that we advise in corporate finance activity.
you do the fun stuff in capital markets, right?
Corporate finance means how corporate fundraise. So that's why it's called corporate finance. And we provide advisory for companies, ranges from SME to big corporates or to owners, how they can conduct capital market activities
Like mergers and acquisition,
fundraising, privatization, anything you can name off relating to how corporate finance its activities, whether in the form of M&A, whether in the form of IPO, in the form of restructuring, or even in the form of just fundraising from the financial institution.
I see.
How about ACFA?
So talk about ACFA. ACFA is a stand for Association of Corporate Finance. I'm one of the founders for the Association of Corporate Finance that was done in 2017. So at the moment, ACFA Association has about 25 members. And we work very closely with government authority. We do quite a lot of LEAP market sponsor, where members of ACFA actually also are the sponsor or the approved advisors for the LEAP market listing itself.
Yes, so before we start, Muh Rong, I want to know, you have always liked LEAP market even before it was hot, Can you tell us why you see value in gaining value for LEAP market listings?
I think go back to history. I think if you look about Bursa Malaysia, we have a main board, we have ACE market, and we have a LEAP market. Total's probably about 1,000. But if you understand correctly, Malaysia economy, many of them are actually driven by SME. But where can SME get recognition in terms of capital market and financial institution? They can go to normal SME bank, they can go to agro bank, They can go for traditional banks.
Yes.
But they hardly have any places where they can get recognized in a listed exchange platform.
It's hard for them to access capital markets, right?
You see, I always like to use this example. It's good for everybody to learn how to swim. But when you start learning swimming, you should go to a small pond, correct? Learning in a very close environment where you hold your hand at the side of the pool and learn how to swim. So LEAP market is a very good stepping stone for any of the corporates wanted to go for listing. But you see, to go listing in the ACE market and the main market is a difficult task. A lot of things that you need to comply with, like for instance, you need to understand what is conflict of interest. You need to understand what is corporate governance. You need to understand disclosure. You need to understand the various nomination committee, board law, etc. All these need time to understand. So LEAP market give you a very good platform. First of all, give you the knowledge and understanding what is needed to be prepared to go to list yourself in stock exchange. Second, you have a bit of flavor as to what is the listing like. You need to come up with the prospectus or info memo. You need to do a deed of disclosure. You need to make sure all the basically licenses in your entity or in business that you run are basically in compliance of the law.
Yeah.
Because there will be a team of what we call professional to check through all the documentation or help you to rectify the shortfalls.
Just to clarify, these are the work normally to be done by investment banks, right? For ACE and main markets.
Yes.
But for LEAP, it will be done by corporate advisory firm.
It will be done by corporate advisory firm from like us, and we will mobilize a team, is what we call a DDWG working team, due diligence working team, which comprises a lawyer, comprises of independent market researcher, comprises of auditors. It gives you that flavor, what needs to prepare.
So you don't need investment bank.
You don't need investment bank for the lead market, okay? But of course, investment bank, normal investment bank, which is like the big 5 or top 5 or top 4 investment bank, they can also be the sponsor for the lead market. But normally, these sort of deals are too small for them. So if you ask me, it is a very good platform for boutique advisory firm to get to know your client. To get to know your client in a proper and very protected environment, which is guided by the regulation and guided by the guidelines set out by Perusahaan Malaysia.
Okay, Muh Rong. So, for the benefit of our viewers, can you please explain to them? Initially, when LEAP was first introduced, by 2020, many companies had drastically reduced going for a listing because of certain setbacks. So, can you explain to them what were these setbacks and how it has now been rectified?
You see, LEAP market, I think when Perusahaan Malaysia established that in 2017, and at that point in time, the pitch that given by Perusahaan Malaysia, like regulation, easy to list, and you can tap on with the listing platform of Perusahaan Malaysia to actually get yourself listed and also fundraise.
So I want to ask, many people thought they could list on LEAP and then just transfer to ACE. That was the thinking, right?
Not really. I think yes and no. I think people think at that point in time, it was very easy.
Yeah.
When you get yourself listed in the LEAP market, maybe by waiting 1 or 2 years later, you actually can be sort of promoted through the ACE market.
Right.
Similar like ACE market to the main market. But then somehow, I think Perusahaan Malaysia come up with a very stringent transfer framework, which required LEAP market candidate to be first delisted before you can apply to be listed in the ACE market. Which means that at every point in time, you'll be delisted, but you may not necessarily be listed in the ACE market.
So it was very risky.
So it was very risky for a lot of SMEs. So suddenly they realized, it's not as what represented. Then I think, to be fair to Bursa Malaysia, they actually take note of the feedback from the market. They started changing that to, I think they implemented in 2021. Alright, 2021, where they actually introduced a modified transfer framework, which allowed you to apply the transfer and the delisting parallel.
I believe it was in 2023.
2023, was it?
Yeah, just to clarify, so this is nothing to do with Securities Commission Malaysia. You only have to get the approval from both sides.
Yes.
Okay.
I think for lead market cases, you don't need to actually have an approval from Securities Commission, but you do need to lodge the info memo that is published by basically the candidate listed in the lead market with the Securities Commission and also with the SSN. Similarly as with the ACE market listing. ACE market listing, the ultimate authority is actually Bursa Malaysia. But of course, main market listing, you need to basically liaise with the Securities Commission of Malaysia.
Is it easier for you to migrate from ACE to main market than from LEAP to ACE market actually?
At this moment, yes. The answer is yes. Because I think at the moment, whatever guideline or framework that allowed for the transfer is only between LEAP and the ACE. Once you become the ACE market, then the ACE market framework, I think last year, SC and also Bursa has allowed what we call a priority lane. A priority lane means that any of the company that listed on the ACE market 6 months consecutively if your market cap is more than, I think, 1 billion, you're allowed to automatically transfer to the main market in a fast track manner. So I'm always one of the strong advocate for Bursa Malaysia as well as for authority to basically ask them to also consider for those companies that has been listed on the lead market, maybe if you actually generate a profit of say 5 million and above, you should be allowed to have a fast track transfer to the ACE market. Because whether we like it or not, lead market has limitation.
Yes.
Because it's only the sophisticated investor can trade in the lead market.
Lisa, I think cost is actually quite a major issue for SME. So I'm just wondering, right, for those companies that are going for a transfer, do they have to pay twice?
They do. I think currently the answer is yes. Yeah, you actually incur money twice from the lead as well as to the ACE. Even you transfer like that.
You pay twice to Bursa or to advisory firm?
Advisory firm.
Oh, okay.
Advisory firm, Bursa of course is part of it, but mainly are the advisory firms. Because you see, what is happening now is that you have one set of advisors as the lead market. People like me, Astramina, I am currently not qualified to transfer, or at least I don't have the license from Bursa Malaysia and SE to prepare and process the application for the ACE market transfer. I don't. So it has to be depend on the existing investment bank license by Bursa and Security Commission. We call it the registered approved advisors. There are only currently in Malaysia 14 registered approved firms.
That's too little, right?
It's
So
actually
many listings.
quite limited.
So is it very hard to get the license?
Yes, I would think it's tough unless the authority can be a little bit more open and follow what happened in Singapore, what happened in Thailand, or what happened in Hong Kong, which they allow boutique advisory firms to be escalated to a certain level, of course with certain restriction in place, and allow them to hold their hands of their clients to transfer them to the ACE market. You see, if you actually have a new set of people doing it, of course the work start again from zero.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
So cost will start again from zero. Because different entity has different risks and requirements, and they need to assess the case differently.
Yes.
So that brought down to time, cost, and the total re-evaluation of the case itself, even though they have been listed. That's why I said, sometime maybe when the entity are already matured, you should allow them to transfer and allow them to actually experience to a different level and be guided accordingly.
Yeah, and moreover, there's one more thing. With this transfer framework, there's also quite a transparent price discovery mechanism, correct? So it's like when you want to transfer, there'll be sort of a placement, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I think I'm probably one of the strongest advocate of a couple of things in lead market and also the capital market itself. First thing, I advocate the authority to allow retail investor to be able to trade on the lead market candidate maybe after 1 or 2 years after they are listed in the lead market, where their audited account, which is audited by Audit Oversight Board members, which is what we call AOB auditors, similar like the ACE market and the main market. So once that audited account is published, info memo is published, after 2 years, if the company is profitable, I'm sure that individual retail investor today, with all these documents and all these access of gadget available, they can check themselves out. They should be given the chance to participate in buying the shares of the lead market. That's something that I advocated strongly since day one. If you really want to protect investor, you can have a limit, maybe say 50,000 or 100,000. You should not invest anything more than 100,000 in lead market cases. And lead market cases that you invested must be already listed in the lead market for easily 2 to 3 years. And also that, opportunity are given to retail investors to buy good stocks. You must trust the listing platform called Bursa Malaysia. Bursa Malaysia is well regulated compared to maybe what I can say other digital sort of framework, which is maybe P2P. maybe like the crowdfunding. Those are just happily guided by a white paper. You already can fundraise in the market and collect monies from individual. Why isn't a listed platform like Bursa Malaysia sell well protected and retail investor come buy the shares and there are good companies on it? I'm still trying to understand.
So it's not about these companies are not ready for.
Yeah, they are definitely ready for retail investors.
Some of their profit are quite good.
Yeah. Why I keep saying that? Because by not allowing retail investor to even consider acquiring shares of those listed in the LEAP market, you actually take away their rights to consider good company and invest. Why I say so is that I have a client by the name of Ling Shanghai Capital. Ling Shanghai Capital is actually my client. I took them listing in 2022, if I'm not mistaken, or 2021.
It's LCH Capital, Lim Shanghai Capital.
LSH Capital.
LSH Capital.
LSH Capital, Ling Shanghai Capital.
Okay.
Yeah, we took them for the LEAP market listing. When we listed in 2021 March, 31st of July 2021, we list the company with only market cap of basically 46 million. Gong day is COVID. Nobody have it, so we gong ourselves and we got ourselves listed. It's actually only 46 million market cap. On the day of gong, we become 100 million market cap. Okay, very happy. And throughout the journey, the company has grown leaps and bounds. We've done various corporate exercises. And when we done various corporate exercises, the company share price also increased from basically 20 over cents, all together started with 13 cents, all together go to about 80 over cents. And today, the company has already been transferred to the ACE market on the 22nd of March 2025.
Wow.
Today, the market cap of this stock is 2.1 billion. So if retail investors are honestly being given an opportunity to trade these stocks and buy these stocks when they are in the LEAP market, they can have an opportunity to invest and benefit as such. So I feel that this is a good example that LEAP market has done wonders for SME companies to grow.
So it's actually saying, Muh Rong, that the LEAP market has very good companies. It's just that investors now are not given the opportunities to invest in them.